All right, Ms. Wilshire, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am. I see that you're also charged with failure to comply with the duty and striking an unattended vehicle as well. You're also facing up to 6 months in jail and or 2,000 fine on that one as well. Okay.
On October 31st of 2024, officers received a call for service regarding an intoxicated female driving a white BMW that hit several vehicles on a public roadway. Upon arrival, officer made contact with the wheel witness, who advised that the defendant hit a Subaru on the 11700 block of Idlebrook in Harris County, Texas. Officers searched the license plate on the defendant's vehicle and it went to the registered owner's address. Upon arriving at the residence, officer observed a white BMW matching the description and noticed fresh damage on the front passenger side of the vehicle. Officer made contact with the defendant's wife, who stated the last person operating the motor vehicle was the defendant. Upon contact with the defendant, she admitted to hitting a vehicle. HGN was attempted, but the defendant was unable to follow simple directions and the officer was unable to get accurate results, and the defendant refused other SFSTs. DICs were read but refused and a blood warrant was signed and executed. Officers made contact with the complainant, the owner of the hit motor vehicle, whose back bumper has been scratched and detached from the car as a result of the collision. No prior criminal history, Judge, and eligible driver's license.
How do you know it was her that was driving?
The license plate matched
So?
the one that
Yeah, I understand. Do we have anyone that puts her in the car driving?
the witness, Judge, they,
Actually sees it's her?
no, but the witness sees the license plate and gets a description of the vehicle, and when officers search the license plate, it went to their address.
I know it's her car, but do
Yes.
you have anyone that identifies her as a driver? Number one, they get her at the house. How do we know she's not consuming alcohol right when she gets to the house? She doesn't become DWI or she's not drinking at the house. There's a lot of issues. Yeah.
You might give me a couple moments and we'll
Take your time.
Look at that.
You want to come back a little bit later? You want like 10 minutes?
Even less, Judge. I'm just going to check the offense report and see what I
Okay,
got.
yeah.
5 is okay. Thank you, Judge.
You've got A, you've got C, but you don't have B yet.
Yes,
you know?
Judge, no, we understand.
So I have several issues with this, Michael. First off, how do you prove it was her driving? Number one. Number two, how do we know she was DWI at the time she was driving and not she gets home and she just starts getting loaded?
Yes, Judge. I have answers to both of those questions for you.
Okay.
So the defendant driving the vehicle strikes somebody on the highway. I'll connect that later on. They find the license plate because the witnesses, I give them the license plate. They run it. The registered owner of the vehicle is the defendant. They go to her house. Her wife answers the door. Her wife states the defendant's the last person that drove the vehicle. Okay. The defendant was contacted. She admits to driving the vehicle and striking somebody on the highway.
Okay,
And she admits, I'm sorry, she first admits that she was driving and drinking, but she did not admit to striking somebody on the highway. Later on, when she gets to JPC, she admits, okay, I was drinking, but I didn't strike somebody on the highway. So she has multiple inconsistent statements. First, she says, yes, I struck somebody, but I wasn't drinking. Then she goes to JPC and then she says, right before they do the blood draw, because she declines the breath test and they say, okay, we're gonna get a warrant. We're gonna get your blood anyways and know your alcohol content. She says, okay, well, I was drinking, but I didn't strike somebody on the highway. And I wasn't driving.
okay.
But the witness identifies.
The failure, right, to the FSGI,
She admits to drinking, Judge, while driving.
that in and of itself is not sufficient. You know, at the time, we don't know, does she have bloodshot eyes, slurred speech? Do we know? All we have is just one admission of drinking. That's it.
So one of the witnesses, Judge, that observed her strike the vehicle, because they did observe her in the vehicle after the strike before she left. She states in a voluntary statement, older white lady in BMW, acting crazy, rear ends a Subaru, got out of the car, slurring her speech, barefoot, stating she was
That's
trying to
different.
get
You
home.
give me any indication that she
Yes, Judge.
leads you to
Yes, Judge.
just to believe that she's intoxicated, that you have objective facts That's something else.
The written statement in the offense report, Judge, from a witness.
Counsel, did you want to state anything?
No, one judge.
Did you want to say anything?
No, Judge, I mean, I just agree with you. I think it's hard, again, put her behind the vehicle. They said they have a witness. The witness never really ID'd her, gave her just kind of a description, but didn't really ID and say, you know, the officer never brought her to the scene. That's the person or anything like that.
Two different admissions, though. That's how we connect that, right? And then my other concern was whether she was intoxicated, right? Because we have a disconnect there, but we have witnesses that see her in a certain way that will lead us to believe as to why. So, all right.
She's going to dispute that she admitted.
Sure.
Judge, but still, I
This
understand.
is just a mere probable cause hearing, right? Just to determine whether there's enough to go forward. It by no means does it mean that you're guilty, just enough to go forward. Is it enough to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt? Perhaps not. Perhaps, I don't know. You know, evidence will point to whose side is correct, because I wasn't there. Mr. Carrabba wasn't there. Michael wasn't there. But evidence will lead us to believe. I mean, there should be videos, dash cam, you know, videos of you on the night in question, and all that will tell us whose side is correct. It will take a while, but in the interim, don't consume alcohol. Don't use illegal drugs, and I'm going to test you like crazy. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or any illegal drugs, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes.
Michael, do you see any prior DWIs?
Checking now, Judge.
Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
Yes.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your
Yes.
name? Okay, as long as you have both, you can continue to drive. But like I said, no alcohol, no illegal drugs.
She's got no criminal history, Judge, and her
Okay,
driver's license is currently eligible.
all right. So for now, you have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, we will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with counsel, and he'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you, we will issue a warrant for your arrest. So don't pick up any new cases. Don't use, stay in touch with counsel, and we're good. Give me questions. All right. We'll have you sign a wreath of Victoria. We'll have you get with pretrial, and then you're free to go after that.
If I
Thank
may
you,
say
Judge.
one thing, I like your jacket.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Guevara Aponte.
¿Dónde es usted?
Sí,
Ya sé.
señor.
Ma'am, you were charged with theft.
La cosa con hurto, robo,
You were facing up to 6 months in jail and/or a $2,000 fine.
de $2,000.
We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent.
¿Es en silencio?
Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present.
Abogado presente.
If you cannot afford one,
Voy a por su favor.
one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Officers were
Oficiales
dispatched to
fueron
a Walmart
despachados
in
a un
Harris
Walmart
County,
en condado de Harris,
Texas,
Texas.
in response to a
En
theft.
respuesta a un hurto, robo,
The loss prevention
el
officer
guardia
told
encubierto le dijo a
officers
los
that the
oficiales
defendant
que la
placed
acusada puso
numerous items
varios
into
artículos
Walmart shopping
en
bags
bolsas de
that were
Walmart
already in her car.
que ya estaban en su carrito.
The defendant continued to
acusado
place
continuó
additional items
poniendo
into the
artículos
bags,
adicionales a
including a
las bolsas,
blanket and
incluyendo
plug
sábana
and plug-in scents.
Y unos aerosoles.
The defendant then walked
acusado
past
después
all points of
pasó
sale
caminando,
without paying for
pasando
the
todos los puntos de
items.
venta sin pagar por los artículos.
No prior criminal
Ningún
history,
antecedente
Judge.
penal previo. ¿Cuál es el valor?
The Jims don't say, let me,
El
I'm
régimen
checking to
lo
see if
dice, voy a
the
revisar.
offense report is up.
Great to see you. Look,
We do have some discovery and I'm
Tenemos
just seeing
alguna
if
descubrimiento de
one
las
of them is the
evidencias. No,
offense.
I need a value.
necesito
I know.
un valor.
Okay, yes,
Bueno,
$218.52.
$217.52.
Ms. Guevara, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Tell me, are you a United States citizen?
No,
Are you in this country with or without permission?
sin permiso.
Con permiso.
With permission.
I don't know whether you do or
No sé
not.
si lo
Quite
tiene o
frankly,
no,
it doesn't matter. The only thing I will tell you is that if you are not, or if there's any problem with your paperwork and you go to jail and immigration finds you,
Que la encuentra
they
ahí.
will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck in custody until this case is over with and then shipped off to immigration and sit there for another 6 to 9
Quedaría
months.
hasta unos 6
If you do not want that to happen, do not violate any of the conditions that we put forth on you now and do not pick up a new case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go to any Walmart for any reason whatsoever. Do you understand?
Entendido. Sí,
Sí,
señor.
señor.
Yes, sir.
If I find that you go to Walmart, I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds.
Cárcel no lo va a recibir otra cuenta personal.
Now, you have an attorney. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Ms. Garcia. She will tell you when you have to come back to court. If she tells me she can't get a hold of you, likewise, we will issue a warrant for your arrest. We will have you sign a reset with Victoria. After that, we'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and after that, you'll be free to go. Heed this warning, man. You will not get another,
Esta advertencia no va a tener otra.
please. Thank
Hacia la
you.
izquierda. My competition.
Fight, fight, fight.
Judge, the next vendor speaker is case 6, Jay Alvarado.
Helen Tofila de Alvarado Mejia. You are Helen de Alvarado Mejia.
Yes.
Ma'am, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Officers were dispatched to a J.C. Penney in Harris County, Texas, in response to a theft. The loss prevention officer told officers that he observed the defendant take various items and walk past all points of sales without paying. The officer observed this on the store surveillance. The total cost of the stolen items was $178, and the items included a smartwatch and skin products. The co-defendant in the case was arrested for possession of a controlled substance out of the same transaction, and she's up in felony courts, and this defendant has no prior criminal history.
Did the other person have a theft case as well? Do you know, or just a PCS? Because if they also charged the co-defendant with theft, we need to know what the cause number is, because it may
It
transfer.
was just a PCS, Judge.
That's it? Okay. Mr. Alvarado, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Tell me, are you a United States citizen? What happens if you go to jail, man?
Well, I don't want to go to jail.
I know,
Just say.
that's not my question.
Eso no fue mi problema.
What happens if you go to jail? I want you to think and I want you to realize the consequence of behavior. So tell me, what happens if you go to jail?
¿Qué pasa si te la cárcel?
No, pues. Mis hijas quedarían apoyo,
But my daughters would
mi familia.
be without support, my family.
You're not in this country with permission.
No están en el país.
So if you go to jail and immigration finds you, there will put a detainer on you. And you're going to be in there for about 6 to 9 months. That's what you have waiting for you if you go to jail. Anything more than 4 hours, immigration sweeps it on a daily basis. I'm going to put conditions on you now. If you violate these conditions, I'll put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes.
The relationship is the co-defendant to this person. Do you know?
It doesn't seem Judge.
I'm ordering you not to have any contact with this person. I'm also ordering you not to go back to J.C. Penney. If you violate these conditions, likewise, you know what's going to happen. You will not get any more warnings from us.
So no contact with the co-defendant
Yeah,
or the store,
or going to the J.C. Penney.
any other J.C.
Yeah, any J.C. Penney. Tell me, ma'am, what do you do for a living?
Trabajo en remodelación.
I work in remodeling.
Do you have a steady income?
Tiene ingresos estables.
No,
No.
Apply for an appointed lawyer.
¿Quiere aplicar por un abogado de oficio?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay, we'll give you an application.
Hago una aplicación.
I need you to fill it out. I need to know everything about you. Do not just leave everything blank. I will send it right back to you. I need to know numbers. I need to know how much money you have coming in a month. I need to know how much money you spend. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box while you do that. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions. Otherwise, I'll issue one for your arrest as well. And then
De otra manera que-
we'll take a look at the application here shortly. Please, yeah.